Welcome to the live show. Nothing too exciting going on, as always. Just relaxing, having a good time, trying to make some room on my computer. Just for the sake of it, I was down to a mere 10 gigs, and my 3 or 4 terabyte laptop size hard drive that I have inside my desktop, that's a mechanical non SSD. It's on the fritz, it's on its way out, and it's completely messing up my computer. So, as you can see here, Call of Duty, adios! It's gone. But I got it on my PlayStation 5, so we all know that thing where it was kind of wonky, the performance of me playing a lot of PC games, especially when I'm streaming. It's almost next to impossible to do. There's very few games that I can stream and actually play at the same time with some decent performance. Call of Duty was kind of like a up and down sort of thing. Now, what's interesting here too, not that anybody's going to give a shit about this, but I thought it was still kind of cool to mention. Is notice how there's World of Warcraft here, right? And then if we go here, we can switch between like the live and the classic and all that. Burning Crusade classic, live classic. What was I going to say? Yeah, sorry. So they have two different things here. An extra icon that you can favorite. You couldn't do that before because it is technically a different game. Man, there's a lot of shit going on here. World of Warcraft. See, we've got the in development Burning Crusade beta, which is what I've been playing. But then it says Live Classic Burning Crusade. And that's the part that's kind of confusing. I don't know what that means. This is the non-beta. That makes no sense. Let's just load it up and see what happens, because Burning Crusade's not out for another couple of weeks. Right? So, what's up with that? I have no idea. Okay, so that's what's going on. Gotcha. So, it's just to say that the servers are up. Like, they're not on, ready to play, but they're up, ready to just, you know what I mean? Giddy up and go. Okay. That's cool. That's pretty interesting. At least I think so. This one we can play momentarily. Again, I've had a pretty long day. Not too sure how the few people that are in here's days are doing, or how your day's been going, rather. And again, that ancient question. The Tauren, the beefy bastard, or the Night Elf? You know, for the most part, I prefer the Horde zones for the earlier zones. Then when it comes to the Druid, I like the actual Druid itself more. I like the mounts more that you get on the Druid. Oh boy. I tell you. It's a never-ending cycle. Maybe someday I'll figure it out. So that's the reason why it's hard for me to say for certain what I want to do and on what character. Hey, you think this is difficult? At least I know what I enjoy for classes, right? There's priest, rogue, like there's a bunch of different classes. And I'm not really torn for that. To me, it's pretty simple between, sorry, what was I gonna say? Between the rogue and the druid. That's pretty much like the only thing I'm not too sure of. But if I do rogue, it's abso-frickin-lutely going to be no two ways about it. It's going to be my troll for Horde. Because he's already leveled up there. I'm only 10 levels away from being able to go to Outlands. if I were to play my character right now. See, this is something I wanted to show, which might seem stupid, but this is how I miss it being. And I'll share what I mean. So right now I've got a PvP NPC whacking me. Notice how she's got the horse symbol next to her name, and she's attacking me, right? But I haven't fired a shot back. I've remained neutral. And as such, I am not flagged for PvP. However, if I display any aggression, you'll notice that my alliance symbol shows up next to my name. And what does that do? I am flagged for the PvP. Why is that even relevant to the conversation? Because on retail, if you get attacked by a guard, even if you don't fight back, you automatically flag up. And it takes 5 minutes for you to unflag for PvP. Just little details like that that sometimes people forget or don't know. But yeah, when it comes to mounts, I definitely like the Alliance ones more. Now in the Burning Crusade, we're between Blasted Lands and another area. But we've got Karazhan here. Ah, there's a lot of people here. Came here on my Troll Rogue a couple of months ago, I think it was, and I was getting my ass beat because these birds are high level and I'm a low level. This is one of those areas, again, that have been around since the dawn of time. Way before the Burning Crusade. But you couldn't enter the actual area. Yeah, we gotta keep going. Yeah, Karazhan's down there, but we actually have to follow this path. But now that I'm 70, it's like, who cares? Actually, how much damage do these guys even do? I remember my rogue came here. Really? Man, they taking a while to beat down. I'm level 70, they're 56. They're not really doing much damage to me at all. But it is kind of taking a bit of a while to whack them dead. Then again, I'm a healer. Like in healer spec. Well, at least they can't kill me. Hey, Darkside, how's it going? How's your day been so far? Yeah, so this creepy area has never really been an area that had much. You always had these ogres, and I think you had maybe like 1 or 2 quests in here. But you know, after 17 years of playing this game, can I tell you something funny? And I remember everything about the game. I've never had a reason to come here, ever. 17 years. I've leveled over 40 characters. Yeah, don't ask. Don't ask. Never had to come here. I think maybe once or twice, like I said. But there was no, real need to be here. One of the deadest areas. Hence the name, probably, Deadwind Passage. And again, this has always been here, Karazhan, since the dawn of time. This is a horde, but we can still help them out. Oh, he's gonna try and kill me now? Well, that's not good. I got crappy gear. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm a healer. Don't touch me. I don't even have my skills on my toolbar. Like the ones that I should be using. It might be looking good for me now, but I can promise you. Oh, and there's other people here too. Well, yeah, there was a bunch of people on me. Oh, and this guy actually has good gear. I see what's going on. Anyways, PvP. This is a PvE beta server. And my gear is like blues and shit. It's the gear they give you for free in the game when you play the beta. But I have so many skills. Entangling roots that I could have had. I could root the guy in place so he can't hit me. I could have done fairy fire to wear off his armor. That wouldn't have done much though. Oh yeah, there's so many things I could have done. Hurricane. But again, I wasn't planning on doing the PvP. Wasn't planning on doing any of that shit. Hence why I chose a Care Bear realm, as the expression used to go. For the softies, the PvE. Good, all past skins and Marvel Avengers. Oh, nice. I still like that game. You know? I still enjoy it. Well, at least we're getting a decent look at cars on here. Wasn't expecting. Here I was like, oh yeah, this place is dead. There's nobody here. I get there. There's like quite a few people. Mind you, should I really be surprised? I mean, ultimately in the end, I'm at the very first raid in the Burning Crusade. So there's probably a bunch of people that are testing it. Yeah, see, everybody's fucking around. Now, this person's not getting attacked, obviously, because they're not flagged for PvP. But at the first chance of it, though, boy form. I would technically have to wait the 5 minutes for that to wear off, but not even gonna fucking bother. So I'm pretty excited that Days Gone is on PC. I looked at it. I was kind of tempted to get it. And then it dawned on me. It's essentially no better than the PS5 version. So that whole thing where they were like, oh yeah, better draw distance and, you know, this, that, and the other thing. I mean, that's true. But that's if you're comparing it to the goddamn PS4 version. That's what they were doing. They weren't telling you that it was compared to the PS5 version, because I watched some footage today, and it was virtually indistinguishable between the two of them. I couldn't tell which one was which. Days Gone PC or PS5, so I was like, well, what the fuck is the point in me getting it on the PC if it's no better than the PS5? Right? If I only had like a PS4, oh, that would have been different, because then I would have been able to get the 60 FPS and all that bullshit. But I mean, I have that now. So yeah, I just didn't see a point whatsoever. It was completely useless to me to contemplate. And then I played some SnowRunner on the Epic Game Store, because the PC version can do 60 FPS, the console can't. But then I realized I can't stream SnowRunner and have it running at 60. I would have to lock the game at 30. So then again, I might as well just fucking play the PS4 version of the game again. So it's like 2 games that I was kind of really excited to get. Mind you, I do have, again, SnowRunner on PC, right? It's just that I kind of wanted it on Steam, because to me, Epic Games is a fucking piece of dog shit. So that's why that would have been nice. Now this is Outland Creatures. It'll be interesting to see. Oh, okay. Damage isn't too bad. Compared to that ogre there that I was just taking out in the old land. Not too bad. Because I have the same gear on this guy. Do you still play Marvel Avengers a lot?
I need to get closer.
Sound. Error speech. No. Get rid of that shit.
I believe so.
Anyhow. Not really doing much, but this is helping me figure out shit, you know? I love being in the Burning Crusade beta. I like knowing that in a few short weeks, this shit is gonna hit full steam, you know? But I really don't want to be doing that whole back and forth that I've been doing on my classic account, right? Where I keep going between the Night Elf and the Tauren for a Druid. It's like, yeah, I know if I was going to play 2 characters, I'd have like a Rogue and a Druid. And even at that, I don't want to do that. Yeah, so this is the main hub for everyone. I've already been here yesterday. I've been there. I've shown you here. I've shown you there. What I am curious of doing is checking out the fur zone to see if there's actually people that are questing. Because again, you can copy your character over, and there are some people that are leveling the normal way. I think that's all I'm going to do, and then I'm either going to play some truck sim, or I don't fucking know. Like I said, there's a lot of times where I don't even know what I want to do. Apart from chatting. I don't know why so many people just hang out here, though. It's not that exciting.
The Naru have not forgotten us. Each day is a blessing.
Yeah, let's do Threlmar. Let's get the fuck out of Dodge. Yeah, I guess. How you doing there, William? Like I said, I played SnowRunner on PC, and it's fun. It really is, and I was using my steering wheel. Although, because the first-person cockpit view of SnowRunner, in my opinion, is garbage, I like to play from third person, I don't really feel compelled to have to use my steering wheel. I'm actually okay with using a controller. If it's Need for Speed, if it's Forza, if it's Dirt, if it's American Truck Simulator, oh man, I could never go back to a controller. But SnowRunner is one of those oddball games where it doesn't bother me either way. So if I had to play it on my PS4 with my controller, that would be okay with me. I actually almost find it better. I know that sounds really messed up, but because you turn your camera a lot, right? You can't comfortably turn your camera with the steering wheel. You'd have to use the mouse, and then you'd have to... It's not that great, actually. So I will go as far as saying that, believe it or not, SnowRunner with a steering wheel ain't all that great. Unless you don't mind playing with, like, the one hand on the wheel, your right hand on the mouse, and you want to constantly do that for the moving. But it's easier with a joystick. Like, big time. Or the analog stick, I meant, which is like a joystick, right? Yeah, it doesn't look like a lot of people are actually questing. In the pre-Burning Crusade area, I did notice a lot of people were questing. But for some reason, once they're here, I'm not really finding a lot of people questing at all. People just took the freebie, free level 70. And I mean, I don't blame them, so you just kind of check shit out, right? Which is kind of what I'm doing now. I'm doing that oddball thing where... there's another KFC chicken. That's not really an original name, but you might think it's funny. My name is definitely better. Malgar. You mean from after putting it all on? Well, I mean, that was just during the episode, yeah. I guess it's not too shabby. The casting animation, it's not that bad, actually. It's not quite as badass as the Night Elf in a way. Like the way he casts, if you know what I mean. Remember my Night Elf Druid? He keeps like both hands in front of him, and you could see like the green magic build up. It just kind of looks cooler. See, this one, he does it like this. I don't know. That shit is kind of important to me. Yeah, so do you mean how did he lose the weight, after or before? Oh, yeah, from the episode. Yeah, I know what you mean. Sorry, I'm really tired. And I'm just like, my brain's not functioning properly. Well, how did any of them lose the weight, really? Is what I'd want to know. Oh, man, oh, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do mention it, yeah. Yeah, the story kind of continues on, yeah. Who is that? Oh, an NPC. Do you play SnowRunner or Days Gone? Anybody in here? I'm only mentioning those games because, again, they just got released on Steam. And I really do like the game. And I think with a trainer, using mouse and keyboard for Days Gone would have been cool, too. I think that would have been pretty nice. I guess he's not. Hey, hey, hey. Where'd your horse go? That's what I thought. Hey, Chris, how's it going? Are you new to the channel? I tried SnowRunner, it's just not my thing. I only like to watch now. Ah, okay. Yeah, SnowRunner, I like it, again, but it's one of those games, too, where I wish there was an ultimate sandbox mode. Did you just find me, like, right now? Or did you, like, see my channel before? I always get curious how people find me sometimes. Yeah, SnowRunner, I wish they had a mode where everything's unlocked. There's no fog of war on the map, right? All the parts are there. Everything, just a free-for-all. And then some people might be like, well, what's the point of that? Oh, there's a huge point. Because at that point, it's about driving. It's about enjoying the physics, the true sandbox of just playing the game, right? To me, that would be like a lot of fun. Which is what I started doing on the PS4 version of the game. IV4. Is that a code for something? Oh. Chris, do you play SnowRunner or Days Gone? Or William, what about Days Gone? Did you ever end up playing that game at all? Yeah, SnowRunner's really good for what it's trying to do, right? For the genre of game. But when you gotta start all over again, that's a game that could take a lot longer than you realize. Getting all the upgrade parts, getting stuck in a little piece of shit puddle of mud. Take you a half hour to get 4 inches in. That's what he said. Like, it can be cringy in that regards, but it's supposed to be very physics and, you know, realistic that way, so I get it. Hence why I said I wish there was a sandbox version, but then again, you can also download modded trucks that have so much power, the best suspension, you don't have to worry about anything. Because I predominantly don't want to do the missions in SnowRunner. I've done them already. All I want to do is just cruise around and enjoy the physics base of the physics part of the game, right? Oh, yeah, American Truck Sim I play. Yeah, that's a good game. Yeah, the gas function bummed me out too in Days Gone. Up until you upgrade it. And then it's way better, right? Like, it's night and day better. Later. Thanks for stopping by. Yes, this one we actually have a flight path here. For anyone who is in here who has seen... See, there's a few people here and there. which character do you prefer between the Tauren and the Night Elf? No, that's not an inn. There we go. In here. Let me see if my guy can resurrect. Like, guess he doesn't look that nice as a ghost. You prefer the Night Elf, eh? Yeah. And I technically do as well. I really don't want to get attacked again. I don't have all my skills. Oh, there's that person that was kicking my ass. Adios, bitches! Those were those hardcore PvP people that, I wasn't able to beat. Ah, there. There you go. There you go, folks. Here it is. Tauren Druid, Night Elf Druid. The battle I've been going through forever. As to which one's nicer, because again, World of Warcraft Classic, there is no customization. There is none. It's not like retail where I could play all these different forms, flashy glowing cat with like fire tracers and all that. And that shit is really cool, don't get me wrong. But, you know, overall, you know, this is what I've been working on. Yeah. You know, it's kind of weird, but now I've upped my, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? I have upped the, gamma of the game by 0.2. I used to not like the Night Elf because you couldn't really see the contrast. Couldn't really see the shape of the cat too much because it was so dark. The lion is really cool. But they're about the same size, but the lion is a little bit bigger. I think I do like the purple cat more. I think I do like the Night Elf more. However, I like the horde zones more. That doesn't mean I can't visit them. I'm just saying, yeah. Now I'm gonna do something funny that's completely useless. Here, let me show you what I mean here. Advance. Yeah, see the gamma? So the gamma by default is 1.0. But if I put it on even 0.1, like that's disgusting. I find 1.2 is like, it's just such a minute little bit of extra brightness to the game. And I find it helps actually see my character better. Because when I'm in dark settings, I know this sounds really stupid, but one of the things that bothered me is when it used to look like this. Almost like in some dark areas. I could barely see like my cat. And it really, really effing bugged me a lot. But with the gamma up a little bit, I can see the actual contour of my animal. Does that make sense? Like, I can actually see him properly with all the detail. And that was part of the reason I liked the Tauren more. Was because he's a bright, you know, beige color, right? Forge Darnassus. Yeah, let's go here. Yeah. So now that everything's a little bit brighter.
Ishnu Dal Diel. Be careful.
And I'm gonna go see the other mounts. Plus, I like the mounts more. Like, I think these look cooler. I like the lore of the Night Elves a lot more as well. Well, there was none. In Classic, it was just flight paths. You know what I mean? Like the fast travel system? Yeah. The question you should be asking is, later on in life, about a decade ago, how did they introduce flying to an area that never had it before? Oh, mamma mia. Now that was a challenge.
Elune be with you.
They said that was one of the most difficult things ever. This better be the one.
Elune light your path.
Pinche mayate. We're gonna find out. The Storm Saber. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That arguably... Well, I mean, you've got them here. Actually, I could have just looked here. You've got the Storm Saber right there. You've got the Frost Saber and the Mist Saber, which nobody uses. This is arguably the nicest looking one. It's got all the armor. I like this a lot more than the Kodo. Or the Kodo from the Tauren. And then this one's just kind of... It's a cool cat. It's like a big black panther. But yeah. Oh, I don't know. I just know that it was probably really hard with all the mesh and all that. Like, there was already hacks that I had... been a part of, where I was floating, and you weren't supposed to be able to do that. But there were some discrepancies because there was like invisible walls and all that, and it was a little bit complicated. But yeah, when it comes to the lore and everything, even the casting, I'm having a small... Is that the word, epiphany? Is that the word I'm having? Are you serious? It won't do it automatically?
Go in.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to request the next stop. I am starting now to really lean over to the Night Elf. The looks, the casting animation for spells, the mounts, the lore. The only thing I really despise, I shouldn't say despise, that's probably not the right word, is I don't like what the Alliance-only territories are compared to the Horde. However, nothing stops me from going there. It's not like I can't go there. You know what I mean? So, it's like, hey, if you want to visit that zone and you want to hang out there, so then go there. It's, you know, it's really not that complicated. Yeah. Well, it's not so much that. It's like, for example, this is an alliance area. Okay? So, alliance quest here. Horde would never quest here. There's nothing for them to do. And it's also a safe area. So even if you're on a PvP server, this is a non-contested territory. Right? So if you saw a horde here, you'd be able to attack them on a PvP server now. And they wouldn't be able to attack you. Because this is classified as an actual alliance territory. But again, they can come and hang out here all they want. Nothing stops them from coming to hang out. I'm just saying some of my favorite places I like to hang out and roam around and do absolutely nothing, which can be really boring for most people, but I really enjoy it. Tend to sometimes be in predominantly horde territory. But again, it's not like I can't go there. I would just have to be careful, right? I would have to be mindful of my surroundings, make sure I'm maybe stealthed or something like that. Again, in retail, none of that matters because there's nobody in retail. That game is like fucking dead. Nobody does anything there. Plus, you could just fly around and turn off the PvP at will. In Classic, that's a recent thing, by the way, where you can turn on and off the PvP on any server you want. The old school way is once you turn on PvP, or once you join a PvP server, there is no escaping the PvP, right? It's like you're done. That's it. Again, unless you come to a low-level area zone like this. Like all this area here is really cool. This is Alliance territory. Again, there's no horde here. And we're just about to enter Ashenvale. See, again, even in the dark area, with that gamma turned up, it's pretty sweet. Seeing the sun looks really cool. Nice colors. Even in the dark areas, he doesn't look too bad. And I think my Night Elf Druid is level 32. Yeah, so I would have to go up quite a few levels. I'm pretty much just a little past 50% of the way there. To be able to quest in the Outlands there if I do decide to do that. See, now we're going into Ashenvale. See how it just said Ashenvale and that's it? It didn't say anything else. That's because I'm on a PvE server. If I was on a PvP server, it would have said Ashenvale Contested Territory and it would have automatically flagged me up with my Alliance symbol next to my name or my Horde symbol next to my Horde character. And a contested territory is just that. It's neutral. There's both questing for both factions in that area that you're in, which is predominantly how it is for most of the game. But again, Alliance and Horde will have different locations, right? So for example, Horde have an outpost here, but Alliance have an outpost here. Then Horde have another outpost here, but Alliance has another outpost there, right? And then generally what'll happen is you more or less have the same quests. There's a lot of quests that overlap, and then that's why if you have people of opposing factions doing the same quest, they will run into each other, and then, well, you decide what you want to do. If you want to kick each other's ass, or if you want to kind of help each other out. you know? I'm just impressed with how much nicer the Burning Crusade looks. Over Classic, just a slightly more refined detail. I said this in another stream. When I played WoW back in 2004, I had treated myself to a laptop in 2005. And it was a really good laptop. I was able to play this game on max graphics during the Burning Crusade. And I used to hang out at my friend's house. I'd be on the lazy boy, you know, with a little table there, and I'd play World of Warcraft. He'd be at his desk, and we'd just relax. We'd play World of Warcraft. And then as time went on, literally just a few years later, about 3.5 years later, by that point we had gone through Classic, we had gone through the Burning Crusade, now we were in Wrath of the Lich King. And just little things like shaders and lighting and all that funky shit had gotten so much better that my laptop went from running World of Warcraft at 60 frames on ultra settings to running it at 12 frames per second. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. See, the casting, we saw it on my Torn. Look at the casting on this. It kind of looks cooler. Where he kind of holds his hands like straight up there. If you know what I mean. Like that. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely like the Night Elf more for a lot of things. But I'm glad I leveled up both, though, on my Classic account. See, the lighting's a lot better, too, in this version of the game. Just overall, even with the brightness turned up a bit, it's not as dark. Yeah, no, this looks pretty decent. Heard Red Dead Online player base has skyrocketed, though most of them are immature. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I used to play that a little bit. It's fun, but...
Ishnu Allah.
Well, the game runs good.
Good luck, friend.
That's great. And again... That's my original. That's my real rogue. That's the one that if I did the rogue, let's say, and I didn't do the druid, oh, it would definitely be horde. There wouldn't be no two ways about it. Melee animation and everything, it would have to be this. Now, I can't play the game, but I'm going to log into this really quick. Yes, this one. Yeah, that's the... Troll. Alright. Give me a moment. I seem to be having... Ah, that's why. No. What do you mean it's not installed? I was just playing it. So I could play this one. Yeah, Shadowlands. That was the Euro one. Philminator. No. Okay, play. But then if I do World of Warcraft Classic, like the regular Classic, but with this account. Huh. That's just so weird. I mean, I was just playing this like 3 weeks ago. There it is right there. There's all the data. 81 gigs, the PTR. There's the classic beta, PTR. And there's my retail. There it is right there. Classic. Four megs, yeah. C Games Blizzard. That is fucked up. I got 195. Oh, it just okay, I think I know what's going on. Oh, no, an NPC acknowledging the player wearing. Oh, that's cool. I do like Red Dead, like, a lot. A lot. Oh, supper might be ready. Cool. Well, I didn't do too much, but I got to hang out, and I will be back. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, see, I've already been streaming for almost an hour already. Didn't really do much at all, but it was relaxing. Yeah, supper's ready. Sweet. So when I come back in about 10 minutes, oh, by the way, if I ever make it bigger on YouTube, this is the kind of motorcycle I'm into. That's what I'm into. I've had a few people ask me what kind of bikes I'm into. That's it right there. Never mind the Harley Davidson. Give me the Honda. Honda Shadow. Nothing flashy. Just there it is. I don't know how to drive one, but that's not the point. I do have my license. I just have to learn how to drive one of these fuckers. But I think for the summer, for a good few parts of the year, this would be something that would be fun to ride around town, just in the area. I would never go too far with one of these. But anyways. Yeah, so I'll be back soon. And I'll try and figure out what I want to do. I might test out SnowRunner, the new update on the PS4, like playing it on my PS5. Not too sure. I might even play some WWE 2K20, to be honest with you. I've been craving playing that game for a while. So if I'm undecided and I don't know what I'm going to play, I am just not going to title it. I've mentioned that a million times. If my titles and my live streams say mainly chatting, then absolutely take it as that, right? Mainly chatting and some random games, right? So that it emphasizes that it's more of like a chatting live stream and not to be so much focused on the gameplay because you might not be excited about that. All right. Thanks for stopping by. And I should be back in literally like 10 minutes. I just want to eat my food not too fast so I choke on it. And when I come back, like I said, I might check out some SnowRunner, some Days Gone on PS5. I might just be a little bit all over the place. And then some American Truck Simulator. All right. So maybe I shall see some of you in a few minutes. Bye for now.